All right, the next part we're going to do in system of equations is elimination. Now, elimination is how I was brought up saying it. Some of the textbooks nowadays, sometimes they call it linear combination. No matter which one you see, both elimination and linear combination are the exact same thing. All right, so today we are going to do the easy elimination. It's not to say there's going to be a hard one, but there's going to be some with a little bit extra work. Let's do our first example here. 4x plus 3y equals 16. And we got 2x minus 3y equals 8. All right, now if you think back to substitution, this problem is kind of a bummer for substitution, right? There's no positive single variables to try and get by itself. So substitution is it's not a good method to use on this particular problem. Instead, we're going to use this new method called elimination. Now, here's what you're going to do for elimination. The first thing you're going to do is draw a line beneath the system, right? Now, first, make sure that everything's lined up. It is. And then we're going to add this old school style. Check it out. What's 4x plus 2x? Well, that would be 6x. What is positive 3y minus 3y? Those cancel. Isn't that great, right? Equals, we're going to keep the equal sign. Then 16 plus 8 is 24. Look at this new equation. There's one thing and there's only one variable. Since we eliminated a y and we're only left with x, and we can solve this. 6x is equal to 24. What would you do to solve that? Divide by 6 by both sides, and you get x is 4. Look how quickly that went, right? Rather than substitution, you got to do a bunch of stuff. Add this up, solve for x, and there's x. But now we got to find y. So which one, we got to use one of these equations to find y. Which one would you rather use, the top one or the bottom one? If it's me, I'm going for the top one. The reason why is because everything's positive. I like it when there's positive. There's no negatives to trip us up. If we're going to make a mistake, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be a negative mistake, right? So this is going to be 4 times, well, x is now 4, plus 3y equals 16. Everything stays the same here except the x got changed. So 4 times 4 is 16, plus 3y equals 16. Now to get y by itself, you got to get rid of addition and subtraction first. So subtract 16 from this side to get rid of it here. We got 3y equals 16 minus 16 is 0. So divide by 3, or just think of it this way. 3 times what number will give us 0? Y is 0. So that means our final answer is alphabetical order. 4, comma, y is 0. 4, 0. All right, so let's do another example. Let's do some steps as we go. Example 2 is going to be negative x plus 2y equals negative 8. And we're going to have x plus 6y equals negative 16. And on the right side, let's do steps to solve by elimination. All right, step 1, actually, you ain't ready for. You can't go and handle that yet. Number 2, you ain't ready for it yet. Sorry, we'll wait a day or two. However, step 3 is going to be add equations. That's an EQ. Oh my goodness, that's the worst. Add equations to eliminate a variable. All right. Today, that's the first step we're doing, is adding the equations to eliminate a variable. So when we add these up, what's going to eliminate this time? Well, negative x plus x, those cancel. So those are gone. We're left with 8y equals negative 8 plus negative 16 is negative 24. Add equations to eliminate a variable. What are we on here? Step 4. Step 4. Solve for the remaining variable. Solve for the remaining variable. So here we are here. We got 8y is equal to negative 24. You're going to divide by 8 on both sides. And you get y is negative 3. All right. Step 5. Plug into an equation to find eliminated variable. Plug into an equation to find the eliminated variable. So we got y is equal to 3. We still got to find x. So which equation are we going to plug into? Again, here's the thing. It doesn't matter which one. But some equations are just easier to avoid mistakes than others. Here, I think the top one is the most mistake prone. I would use the bottom equation here. So I'm going to do x plus 6 times, well, this time y is, I don't want red, I want green. Y is negative 3 equals negative 16. We're using the exact same equation, just changing the y value, because now we know that y is negative 3. So now this is x. 6 times negative 3 is negative 18. So it's x minus 18 equals negative 16. Then you would add 8 to both sides. 18. And you would get x equals negative 16 plus 18 is 2. All right, that brings us to step 6. Ordered pair. And remember, alphabetical order. Alphabetical order. So in this case, x, y, our answer is 2, negative 3. That's our answer. And of course, there's always a step 7. What's step 7? Check! Check your answer. So real quick, negative 2, negative 3, 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. Negative 2 plus negative 6 is negative 8. Works for the first one. 2 plus negative 18 is negative 16. So it definitely works. All right, so here's the thing. There's going to be 2 steps that are coming up later, but right now you're going to add the equations together, solve for the remaining, then plug it back in to find the eliminated variable and an ordered pair. So here's the thing. Keep your steps handy. There's one more problem I want to do. 3x plus 2y equals 7. Negative 3x plus 4y equals 5. I'll tell you what, why don't you press pause and try this one yourself? Then press play again and I'll do it as well and we'll compare our answers. Let's see if you got this. Go ahead and press pause. All right, so hopefully what you did was you added the equations. In this case, the x's eliminate again. So you got 6y equals 7 plus 5 is 12. Divide by 6 on both sides, and you get y is 12 divided by 6 is 2. Then you got to use one of the equations to find x. We still got to find x. So this has got a negative. I like the ones that are all positive, so I'm going to use the top one and get 3x plus 2 times y is 2 equals 7. Oops, where am I at? So we got 3x plus 2 times 2 is 4 equals 7. Subtract 4 from both sides, you get 3x equals 3. So what is x? X is 1. So your final answer should be the point 1, 2. All right, so bring your questions to class tomorrow. We'll do some practice during class. Smith out!